What's up, everybody? How you doing? How's it going, folks? We are just about ready to get started painting, and I could not be more excited to just simply paint a doggo. What's up, Analog? Don't worry, I won't tell your boss if you don't tell mine. No, I'm kidding. Oh my goodness. Yes, it is time. Ancient Edie, thank you so much for that subscription. That means the world. Thank you. I think I put my dog. No. The cat went after it. I had to rescue it. I put my mini that I'm actually painting today over there to dry because I had just brushed off. Well, when I start painting minis, I usually take them and wash them first, just to make sure there's not any factory film or anything. Awesome. Well, thanks, Ancient Edie. Definitely check in when you can, my friend. I've just been so dry today. It's been weird. I don't like it. It feels like a harbinger. Can you hear the music at all, Amber? Just let me know if you, for some reason, can't. I tried to make it prevalent, but not overbearing. Tried to find something chill and relaxed for our nice paint stream today. But yeah, you cannot hear the music. Well, that's just unacceptable. Is it better? Did I do it? Did I fix it? Is it time? There we go. It's just, there we are. Now, you may hear the whirring of my air conditioner in the background, and for that, I'm super sorry, but it is summertime, or we're getting there, and the time is now, as far as being able to actually exist in the heat. So I had to do that. So today, I think what we're gonna do is I'm just slapping all of my equipment. What we're gonna do is we're gonna paint this this French Bulldog Hartley. It doesn't have to be named Hartley by the time the stream is over, as we all know. But I wanted to paint him because he's a fighter, and what we need right now are fighters, and that's how I got there. So I hope you'll join me for that. Speaking of fighters, you will see down below that I am raising money. Hey, Lena, what's up? I see you over there on Facebook. I am raising money for the Bail Project. They are working to basically raise money that will be used to help bail low-income individuals out in the case of an arrest. If they are, arrested during a protest or some other small crime, then it really combats some of the unfortunate privilege that black folk lack when it comes to being arrested. And so I hope that by coming together as a community, we can contribute to this and keep people unafraid of showing up for themselves and unafraid of going to protest to support as allies if they are low income and things like that. That's kind of what the big hope is. So I will show you guys the link over to the Tiltify over on Facebook as well. Why though? We are $150 away from our goal. Actually, $145. There we go. Jeez. All right, sorry. Got a little hairy there for a second, huh? All right, so let's get started. I know we're hearing this all the time, all the time. So I definitely don't want to spend the entire stream talking about it, but Black Lives Matter, and I want to do my part as much as I can to be an ally and to be a voice and to uplift other voices. And one thing that I have promised to do and will continue to do, and I want you to hold me to, is to host more Black streamers on this channel when I am not streaming, to make sure that you guys find more people that you can listen to, and we can all, celebrate our differences and celebrate what makes us human and hear from more people with various backgrounds. So that's what I'm gonna do. So you can come here even when I'm not here and probably find an artist streaming. And I am trying to make more of those people Black, or people of color in general. So that is what I'm trying to do myself. All right, let me get into this. So we need to pick some colors. French bulldogs can come in a variety of colors. I thought maybe we could make this one like, I don't know. I like used to know this little black Frenchie that I really liked. But we have a lot of these very like tan brown dogs, and so I feel like having a black dog like that would be great, but also like think about the life we live. So having a little black fighter dog seems pretty great to me. And so that's kind of the theme I'm going to go with for this, unless anybody has any other ideas, which is always welcome here on the Chanel. Hey, Wendy, I see you watching over there. My cousin Wendy over on Facebook. All right. Let's find a primer. Where is primer? Where? Sealer. Found it! I did it! Hey Sylvia, how are you? Welcome! See you over there on Facebook. Try to keep more aware of all the places that people are, so I can say hello. Ooh, woo. Alright. Alright, so the first thing we do is we prime the pup. It's not a super exciting time. It's just a matter of getting white primer everywhere. I'm painting a dog, Wendy. I am painting a Dungeons and Dragons themed set of dogs made by Steamforged Games. By the way, this comment is over on Facebook for anybody on Twitch. So I am painting this pup here from that set. I've been doing a whole set of them, which you've probably seen on my Facebook page. I know you follow me pretty closely. But right now this step is a primer, so it's just like you would put primer on your wall. You prime a miniature, and you just make sure that the paint is going to stick to it, is really how it works.
How's it going, everyone? It's Mike Minio. I'm going to play you all some music. I'd like to give a shout out to Chill Out Records for letting me do this. Come on here and play you all some music.
Good lord. What's going on here with this music?
A few originals here and see how this thing goes. I think I can see chat, live chat. All messages visible. I can see.
Oh, this is not. Alright, we'll see how that goes. For a bit. Well, woof, 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 Coolio. It's true. Ah! Now, this guy is really small, so he has, like, a lot of trouble staying in these smaller bases. Are really rough for this. So, if that continues, I'll just take him and stick him to the top of a pill bottle with some poster tack. Yeah, it's like a tiny little holder that I have for him. And so I can stick the miniature into the top of that, and then have more control with my left hand. Why? This is very annoying. I don't see... Alright, I might just have to, like, be more gentle moving forward. Because I said I had poster tack, but it turns out I don't. At least not accessibly at this point in time. Woo, 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 woo. It is streaming on Facebook on my Facebook page. I don't have like a fan page, it's just on my Facebook page. My personal Facebook page. So yeah, so I stream, whenever I stream actually, and this has been true for about a month, I stream here on Twitch primarily, but it simulcasts over to my Facebook and then also to YouTube as well. So yeah. Alright, so we'll let that dry and we'll pick out some other things. So I think what I'm going to do is make... So we always talk about this, and this is an artistic principle we've actually been talking about in the drawings that we've been doing as well. We've been talking about the fact that a black isn't black. It's like a darker shade of something. You should never just use straight up black because it doesn't actually communicate that color. So I think what I'm gonna do is do like a deep blue or a deep purple to make it kind of stand out from the other dogs that we've done that have gone on the darker spectrum in spots. Because I've used a lot of that walnut brown and I want this one to be a little bit different. So we're gonna experiment today and see how it goes. It could go horribly wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm capable of being terrible. I'm plenty capable of that. So... So we're gonna do our best, and we're gonna see what happens, is what we're gonna do. Alright. Analog Amber, how are you? What's going on? We talked last on Saturday, I believe. I think this violet shadow is good. So these are kind of the colors I'm envisioning for the dog itself, from highlight, mid-tone, or sorry, base, mid-tone to highlight. This might not be exactly right, so I'm gonna keep looking, but that's the plan right now. This might be better here. Here, and you can see they've got a lot of purple undertones, so that's strange, but it is it is what it is. Let's see here. Some of this brown. Now let's see what's going on here. He's got a lot of packs, and he's got like leather armor on. I think. No, you know what? We're gonna put him in, like, actual armor. Because I said so. I've made the decision. I am the decisionator. Alright, so we're gonna do, like, silver, I think, like a gunmetal. This is an adamantium black, so I can definitely mix that. Polished silver. True silver. You know, I used to have, like, a dark silvery color, and I don't anymore. I don't know what happened. Hey, Michelle, what's up? How are you? All right, let's start with the base coat for our little Frenchie. Now, may this look too blue or too purple? Maybe. We're gonna find out together. I'm hoping that it doesn't, but it is going on over a white primer, and that can sometimes make your colors look a little lighter as you put them on, but you can layer them on top of it, and so I'm not super worried about it, but, like, is it a concern? Yes. And one of the reasons that I want to do, like, metal armor on this dog is A, because I think it'll look cool to have this teeny tiny little Frenchie just in sick armor. White primer, gross. Yeah, I know. I prefer black primer on the overall, to be clear. I very much prefer it. But that is not the world that I'm living in right now. Because I still have so much of this white primer left over that I'm trying not to be wasteful. Trying not to be wasteful. Alright, so I've added some water in. Alright. Oh yeah, no, I think that's fine. Are you still working on painting some stuff, Ancient Edie? Last we chatted, you were. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, well, you'll be painting for a while then. I don't even need to... So I tried to get the camera a little closer today and give myself more of a guideline as to, like, how far you can see. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it works. Sometimes I need to get closer to the mini or pull the mini closer to me because, you know, seeing is a thing. But hopefully you'll be able to see on the overall better just during the process. Look at him, he's so cute. Oh my god, he's so cute. Alright, so that's the first level. Now, does it look kind of blue? Yes, or a dark purpley. Yes, it does, and that's okay. We're gonna do another layer, but not yet. We're gonna wait for this one to dry, and we're going to start on the, you know what, this is missing some. going to start on the silver layer. You know what? It would be great if I used some paper towel, like a boss. That's the plan, at least. At the very least, we're going to use some paper towel like a boss. I'm gonna just check my sound for a second. Sounds okay. It sounds okay. I'm always concerned because last time it took most of the painting session for someone to notice that there was like a weird frequency buzz from having a bunch of the wires too close to each other. So I moved the wires and then it went away, but by then it was too late. Too late. So, I will tell you guys, you'll see at the bottom of the screen, I am raising money still for the Bail Project, and I am doing things a little bit differently. I'm basically doing it, you can donate whatever amount you want, but if you donate $35, I'll do a black and white painting commission for you, and if you donate $65, I'll do a digital painting in color. So a lot of people have been asking for pictures of their D&D or Pathfinder or Starfinder, Call of Cthulhu, or you name it, any kind of character, or you know, a painting of their loved one or their dog or anything. So all of those are over on my Twitter if you're interested in like the quality of the pieces. I've been painting some of them on here as well. So if you are interested, that is available. We're trying to get to $750. We're really trying to get to $750 raised. And there have been so many incredible, just really generous people out there who've donated. And I'm just kind of focusing on that. I think today is the last day because I started on Tuesday of last week. Hopefully we can get that last little bit of money in there today, and if we can't, then we still did really well. We did better. My original goal was $200, and we have more than doubled that. So I just thank you guys so much for getting on board so quickly with everything. All right, we're gonna mix the right silver. That's what we're gonna do. So I'm using adamantium black, and then I'm going to put in a little extra true silver, or polished silver rather, as a treat to get more of a gunmetal vibe for this armor. Are you kidding? All right. Hey, Eddie, what's up? I see you over there on Facebook. So for anyone new, I am painting this pupper here, and I'm doing a little black French bulldog in armor because he's a fighter. And that's what I'm doing, painting a miniature start to finish between now and like 6 at the latest, hopefully 5:30. We'll see. These small ones are hard sometimes because they're deceptively hard. There's less surface area, so in a way there's less to paint, but all of the details are all smushed up together, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, what am I supposed to do about this situation? All right, let me find, here we go. I have my insane detail brush, which I have to get out a lot earlier for the French Bulldog and all the other small breeds that I've been painting. Now you guys, a lot of you guys have asked me where you can get these. You can get these, I think, still from Steam Forged Games. So if you are interested in painting puppers, you can. So with miniatures, you always start with the darkest color first, and then you work your way up to the highlights. So everything is going to look really, really dark to begin with, and then all of the details are going to start popping out as we go. So don't you worry. Man, this quote-unquote gunmetal silver is still pretty much just black, metallic black, but that's fine. It's fine. We'll fix it as time goes on. We'll do some highlights in there. And the other thing that's nice about these miniatures starting out is that they... I forgot what I was going to say. I got too focused on something and then I got distracted by my own thought process. Give me 1 second. There's like a very difficult situation here on this dog. On this dog. Right. Right. So what I was going to say was that this first step, right, is like always the hardest because are always deceptively, like you'll make yourself hate everything. And it's just it's totally okay. Like you can just breathe easy because it's just a base coat. Breathe easy, it's just a base coat. Maybe that's a t-shirt that we need to have. A few people have been like, didn't you say you were going to release this t-shirt soon? Which has been over on Discord, the Geeks for Good Discord that Miles and I run together. No, it's not what I wanted to do. Let me pop it in chat. Why is it so hard? Why no? Oh my god. There we go. If you pop in there, you'll always see when we go live. It's a really awesome community, so definitely consider joining up. But yeah, you can be messy on that first layer because honestly, you're gonna paint over it so many times, but it is one of the most important times to ensure that you are being light with the layers. Because if you really glom it on there in the beginning, it can be really, really problematic later on. So make sure you water down your paint is what I'm trying to say, I suppose. All of that babbling. Water down your paint, guys. Just do it. Don't ask questions about it. Just water down your fucking paint. This is not that bad. What do we got here? We got a little French bulldog. Painting a little French bulldog fighter. Look at his little sword, Mom. How are you, Mom? How's your day going? So last night, Know-It-All, who's another member of our Discord community, and I were up until, I'll say, we were up until 3 in the morning trying to finish this Sea of Thieves quest that we were on. And by the time we finished, we were so freaking crazed. Yeah, it was a lot. was a lot. Yeah. Hey, Gerald, what's up? I see you over there on Facebook. Again, I stream to multiple platforms, so I try to keep track of everything. As we all know, it's something I constantly work on. The big party, of course, for all of you over on Facebook is always over on Twitch. But I don't want to leave anybody out, because I know some people don't naturally go to Twitch. Second, his little French bulldog boy is so cute. So I'm doing a second layer of this deep violet color, which is what I'm using as the base tone for my black. Mom, we were just talking about the whole, like, don't use black as black, use a darker version of another color. So for this black Frenchie, I'm using this deep violet color, and then I'm going to work up through like a grayish purple kind of set of tones for the medium tones and highlights, and I think it's going to turn out cool. I think it's going to turn out cool. Who knows? It could be awful. Some of this is a bit of an experiment. I haven't tried to mix a gunmetal shade before. I did. It's way darker still than I wanted it to be, but you know what? We're living. Did we say goofy, tired things? Oh, yes. Yes, it is true. And yes, the sacred scriptures, they are being spread, my dearest dove. Spread to the far corners of the earth. Now, there was only that one dog whose balls were totally sculpted in. I have not seen it since. I don't see it on this one, and maybe it's because it's meant to be a girl dog. I don't know. But I will forever remember that Cocker Spaniel sculpts balls just being out. Shiz, what's up? Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Yeah. Typically, I'm not. It's just the painting stream on Tuesdays is always like this. But thanks for stopping by. All right. So now we got to do the base for the leather. And while I want it to be black leather, I sort of feel like that's going to blend in. So now what do I do? Maybe I try to make it like white leather or like a gray leather. Is that a thing? I'm gonna do it. I don't care if it's a thing. It's my channel. I do what I want. I do what I want. And that's what I'm gonna do. You have to work in the office now. Oh no, Shiz. Well, I suppose, you know, everybody's grateful to be getting back to places, but in some ways, we'll miss the dark times. Then there is tanned leather. Yeah, and I have that color. I just feel like it won't look good with this. The fashion just isn't there. Let's start with like a gray and then work our way up to... I have a white leather shade. This is Misty Gray. Maybe we'll start there. And then we'll work our way up to white leather. Where are you? Polished gold. Remember when I put all my colors in color order and then never kept it up? This is one of those times where I want to kill myself. Leather white! I did it! I found it. I found it. Alright. So this is the leather white. I'll put it in the place so you can see. I think that's gonna be it, but then it's gonna need some like highlights, and I feel like this is just too close. This misty gray is too close. So that's primer. Ghost white. I can't tell if these... I really struggle in the white category with, like, which is darker? Which is the highlight? I don't know. Alright. Maggot white is the thing. You know what? I hate this. Now, there is always just using the leather white. I don't want to put anything that's called maggots on here. This is a steam forged miniature from their Dungeons and Doggies line, which we're almost through. This is like the last of the. This is the third to last one. Okay, what if? And hear me out. What if I stopped this miniature and stopped freaking out? Okay. We'll do Misty Gray. Now we're just right back to where we were. And then this is also Misty Gray. Cool. Alright, we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way, where I mix a lighter color with the leather white. Now, why don't I just have, like, a bright white? This is so unfair. Ghost white. Okay, alright. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay, so we got ghost white. Let's see. Which one of these things is lighter? They both look exactly the same. Why? Why do they both look exactly the same? Oh man. I'm actually watching it back on the monitor and it looks different to my eyes there, so maybe I can make a decision that way. Ghost white and misty gray. No, they look exactly the same pretty much. This might be a tad bit darker. It's just not what I want it to be. All right, so hear me out. Let's try browns. Let's try some tanned leathers and see what we think. So I got this like amber gold situation and this creamy ivory, which just like, does that look good with all this black? It would certainly be different. It would certainly stand out. Which we need. Then I also have, as an option, this like shield brown and bone shadow. I kind of like this combo here, I think. I think this is the combo. It's darker than I wanted, but I think it's the combo. It doesn't clash with the other colors, and it keeps to the cool tones of the black and the silver that'll be on the armor. Why was that so hard? Sometimes color theory is hard, I suppose. I've also been using this other very different... You know what? Is this the wrong... Cool. I poured out the highlight color first. It's always super helpful. Wait, did I? Hold on. No. Jesus. All right. No, I did everything right. Stop freaking out. It's fine. Everything is fine. All right. Now, am I worrying about every single detail right now? No, I am not. This is helping me block out so that I can see the different parts of the miniature, right? This process, you got to know kind of what's on there, right? But the more paint you add, the more you're like, oh, I see what that is now. Like this, I just realized is a sword. So we're not going to paint the top part. We're going to paint the bottom part, the places where it's held on. I think this is just like a bunch of bags of coin for our mercenary dog. And then I think this is like a bottle of something, like maybe a flask, which I'm so into. That's at least what we're gonna make it. I'm gonna paint it some like wild color, like maybe a green or something. All right, that's definitely armor. So I'm gonna go back in there with the base armor color. It's important to try to do this as fast as you can or use a wet palette, because sometimes you're going to discover stuff like that and need to go back a little bit. I believe in the paint. I believe in you, says Mom. Thanks, Mom. I've tried to devise a couple of ways to keep the mini more centered more of the time, and I hope that it is working so that you can see more of the paint getting on here. It is definitely easier for me to see now that I've marked it out with tape, but it is weird to keep the mini so still. It is one of those things that, like, going from just painting on your own to like painting for other people to watch you paint is a very different experience. Oh God. This is like a little buckler, maybe? No, it's another flask. It's another flask. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I see it. I see it now. It's all coming together, guys. Even on the tiniest mini, light can be found. Again, important part of the basing process is really discovering the miniature, I think. So this was probably my least favorite sculpt that when I saw it, because it's not like named for a particular class, but it just reads as a fighter to me. But now that I'm actually like getting into it, I really, really love it. Gotta give things a chance. I mean, that is one of the things that's great about like buying a set of miniatures and then just painting your way through it is, you know, normally I'm buying for like, ooh, I want that one miniature because I'm gonna use it for my D&D character, right? Oh, so do you guys want a Strahd update? Because I got one. Boy, do I ever have a Strahd update. Oh my goodness. So I was playing Curse of Strahd with my friends on Sunday, as I so often do. We've been, Strahd, we've been working our way towards this Golthias tree, deep into the edge of Strahd's kingdom of Barovia. And this tree for us sits atop this druidic mound where these druids who have begun to serve Strahd as their lord and master, which is like a terrifying concept and also brilliant, right? Because it just fights that preconceived notion of like, druids are good, druids are this, you know? It's like druids can be anything. They serve a higher power, and that higher power can be twisted. And in this case, it has been. So, we approached the tree, and the tree is on like this huge hill. Like the map for it is hundreds and hundreds, like 400 feet tall. And overall, like to get across the top of the hill, there's like until we got up to the top. So we had to fight our way to the top, and luckily we avoided patrols for the most part, which was great. So I was like, yay, pat on the back. Kept our resources as high as possible. But when we got up there and discovered this tree, we could see that the sky was turning bright red. And that in the past has been a sign that Strahd cometh on his nightmare steed, his flaming warhorse nightmare steed that I hate. And so he comes through the sky and inevitably discovers us after we've finished this battle to get to the tree and rescue some of the were-ravens that had been captured and kept there, most of them killed, yada yada yada. Ooh, yeah, you should absolutely get some Starfinder minis. Yeah, I found Starfinder minis, but I haven't found them unpainted. Is that... I don't know. Tell me more. Are they unpainted? But yes, we love Starfinder on this channel. It is bae. These are unpainted. Oh, well, definitely throw a link in there because I need them. I would love to paint some Starfinder minis on this channel. That would be great. So, Strahd lands. I have in this time, discovered that I am in fact the soul of his long lost lover Tatiana lives inside of me, which is why everybody has been calling me Tatiana, which is like great, sure, why not? And he has asked me several times to told me that we would be wed and told me that we would be married. Yada 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 in our clandestine meetings, and I'm just like, how about no? How about we don't do that? That sounds awful. And so this is the first time we've met each other, and it's also the first time we've met since I died, and saw remnants of past Tatiana's lives, and the people that she has failed, or people that feel she didn't do right by them or whatever. So how about we don't? So he approached and was like, here's the deal. I wasn't going to offer this before, but for a favor, if you guys do me one favor, I will release you from my lands. I will send you home. And I was like, why now? I know why now. It's because he's threatened now, because we've collected a bunch of these artifacts that make us powerful enough to maybe defeat him. And we're still working on it. We still don't have them all. But he has basically become threatened, and so he's like, come, I'll tell you what, come to my house, have dinner with me, and I'll tell you more. And I was like, no. But basically, I can't remember how it got into it, but he told me, he said something like, you know, you will always be my Tatiana, whether you accept it or no. And then I said, there is more of Tatiana Fedorovna in me than you will ever own. And he got really mad. And like zoomed up to me really fast, and I got really scared. But then he didn't go through with anything. Like, he got up in my face and everything and told me to watch my tongue, and said that one day I would understand, etc. And I was like, you know, abusive boyfriend shit. And I was like, no, I'm not living this life. But he ended up saying, you know, you have my offer, and there it is. And then he looks out, and in the mists we can see like his old castle, which doesn't exist anymore. It's literally just there to taunt him. And our werewolf, our unfortunately turned werewolf ranger, just looks at it and goes, yeah, buddy, take a good last look. And then I was like, oh no. So we riled him up, and then he decided to, he was like, you forget, I am the land werewolf. And he like pulls the clouds aside, in this constantly cloudy sky. And for the first time, we just see the full moon revealed from the mists. And even though he's already in werewolf form, he sees the moon and loses control of his senses. And now the DM is in control of him, and like the entirety of all these druids are coming after us, and I don't have a good feeling about it. Is what I'm trying to say. I don't have a good feeling about it. I've got, in fact, several bad feelings about it. Several bad, negative, bad feelings. Yeah. It is going to be a fucking shit show. And I was like, all right, you just had to say something to make him even more mad. But the truth is, like, I'm with that statement. I was like, I think it creates a really cool situation that we're going to have to fight our way out of come hell or high water for sure. We can't. It's just a mirage. This is a response to Mum, who said, you should just run to the castle. We can't. It's just a mirage. It doesn't actually exist, unfortunately. Oh, God damn it. So, yeah. All right, see you in a bit, shiz. So yeah, that's my Strahd update. Now we have to fight an entire fucking camp that we were told in no uncertain terms we could not fight all at once. You know, plus our friend. But I'm sure we'll figure some way out of it, right? Like, I'm sure there's gotta be a better way. Now, you know what I'm realizing is actually well, I shouldn't have done what I did, but you know what? It's going to be okay. And I think it's going to look better anyways. So I'm just going to go with it. Now, all of these deep, dark places on the miniature, why am I not too worried? I'll tell you. Because wash. Wash will happen. All right, enjoy your shower, Mom. We'll see you when you're back. Oh, my goodness. All right. Next up, we just have a couple of details to go over. I'm gonna go back in with this and just... Do I want to redo this neck thing? No, I don't. I don't. I want to keep it this way. Maybe I do. Maybe I do want to go back over it. Alright, I do. I do. So, again, more has been revealed to me as I paint. So... I'm going to carefully load up my brush here and paint over what I thought was like a leather collar, but is actually the pieces of this. Well, I have to pull this up to my face because it's too small. It's literally why I missed it the first time. Jeez Louise. Tonight, though, I get to run my players through more of Tyranny of Dragons, and that promises to be a rollicking good time. They are approaching the end of Horde of the Dragon Queen, which I have been working them through for like a year. Hell yes, they are! It's Trix! Now, when you said you weren't gonna sleep, I thought you were kidding. But maybe you weren't. Maybe you weren't. Trix is in that game. Trix and Rathawin, who are sometimes stalwart viewers of the show, friends of the show. Trix and Rathawin. Oh, come on, man. Just, okay. I fixed it, maybe. I don't know. Does that look like shit? I can't. So what I discovered, right, is that these things are actually metal and not, in fact, leather, but they still have buckles. So I left the buckles brown, and then I'll paint silver over them, and we're just going to tell ourselves that it's good. We're going to tell ourselves that we fixed it and that we don't need to worry too much more about it. And it is not time to have an existential crisis. Your body clock is like wonk, and you're all backwardsy. Oh no, what's happening? Tell me more, Trix. Tell me more, tell me more. Did you get very far? Tell me more, tell me more. Does he have a car? Bop bop, shoot a 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 bop bop, yeah! He was friendly down in the sand, and she got friendly holding my hand. He was sweet, just turned 18. Yeah, he was good. You know what I mean? You just have sleep through the day itis. Yeah. I have that constantly. It is problematic. It is problematic, my friends. Oh god, my hands are all wonk. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, I am so sleepy suddenly. No, we gotta keep it going. It's crazy. I have been sleeping, right? Now last night, to be fair, I stayed up until 3 a.m. playing Sea of Thieves. So, like, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But I still slept long enough after that. Like, I slept in a little bit. And then, you know, I did other stuff that needed to be done. I was like, speaking of that, did I do everything that needed to be done? I believe that I did. Which doggo is being painted today, Uber Branches? This is our bulldog here, our French bulldog. He's a little black Frenchie, and then he's got this armor that looks pretty dark right now, but it will lighten up with some highlights. Okay, Ancient Edie, see ya. Thanks so much for coming, buddy. But yeah. That's what we got going on today, Uber. How are you? How's it going? Jesus, I just poured out so much silver. Way more silver than was necessary. So that's great. Way more silver. All right, that's fine. All right, so now just trying to I'm just trying to live, guys. Doing pretty good. Started lunch break streams for Mad Max. Nice. During the week, getting schooled in the buying process for a house. Oh, wow. Are you as a real estate agent, or are you actually trying to look for a house yourself? When I lose. No. Okay, well, I'll fix that in a second. I always tell you guys, it's okay in the beginning if it's messy because it's just a base coat. But then when I fuck up, I'm like, fuck! Hey, Tony, what's up? I'm painting this French bulldog fighter. That's what I'm doing. How are you doing, Tony? How's your day going? Any better than the last time we talked? I'm hoping. I hope and pray. Tony was streaming some Final Fantasy MMO the other night, and I stopped by his stream, and it was a good time. We just caught up a little bit. Yeah, I feel that. Looking to purchase a home in the next 6 months. Yas. It's awesome, dude. I used to work in real estate, not as an agent, but for a brokerage. And I used to just be like, cool, so congratulations on your house. I'll never have this ever in my life. So that's... Whoa, Helena. Oh, my goodness. Everybody's stopping by today. What a time to be alive. Truly a blessed day. Now, while Helena is here, and I have your attention, I want to tell you guys a cool announcement that we're about to make, but I'm going to tell you guys first because you are here. Now, some of you who were there on Thursday night know that this week we don't have Miles because he's officially on vacation, and so we will not have Miles for our Starfinder game. So instead, we will be playing a one-shot game of the Alien RPG by Free League Publishing, and we have a special guest star. Yes, we do. Now, we haven't said anything about who it's going to be yet, but I think now's the time. We will have Eleanor DiLorenzo joining the cast of Starfound for a very special one-shot of the Alien RPG. So any of you guys from the Glass Cannon, that's where Ellie and I have worked together. So spread the word. Ellie is going to be on the channel again, and it'll be a good time. Yay! Yeah, I need to watch the films. I still have not seen them because I have been a pirate too often. Maybe more often than is sane. And by that I mean I've played a lot of Sea of Thieves in the last couple of days. So I actually need to do that. It is on my agenda for tonight as my kind of like post-GM activity. Helena, you came in at the perfect time because I had just finished talking. I had just finished giving my Strahd update, so you shan't be harmed by it. Yeah, I'm very excited about it, and we're so excited to have Ellie. We love Ellie. Obviously, she's been a friend of mine since before I worked at Androids and Aliens over at the Glass Cannon, and she is just such a light and so fun. And so we've wanted to have her on with the Starfound cast and not just doing like D&D stuff with me every once in a while, which we did do on this channel, and hopefully we'll do more of. Oh my god, I just messed up so bad. Oh boy. God. I think I'm blind. Like I can't see these things. So yeah, so we're very excited to have her join us, and she is excited to roll some dice. So you'll see that go up on my Twitch and or on my Twitter and my on my Twitter and our Twitter for Starfound shortly, and our Facebook page for Starfound as well. Remember when I ruined it? Oh my god. The thing about this is, like, this is a miniature beyond miniatures. Like, it's so small because it's not just, like, one of the other dogs. It's, like, one of the smallest dog minis they have in this set. Oh, my god. And for anyone who's new, I am raising money for the Bale Project, which you can see the link for there. I'm doing art commissions, so if you have something you want drawn, whether it's a loved one or your character from a game or anything like that, please consider donating. We are less than $150 away from our goal. Wait, $250. I can do math. $250 away from our final goal of $750. Yeah, Analog Amber forgot all about her commission and then was like, I guess draw me, make me look cool. And so that I'm working on that. So yeah. But if you are able to give, I know not everyone is. Please consider, even if you can't do it for a full commission. For $35, I'll draw black and white. For $65, I'll do color. And all of that is over on my Twitter as well, if you want to see examples of the different pieces I've been doing for folks. I've done some really great dog pieces, to be honest, and I think it's because of me painting all these miniatures that people must be like, "You're the dog lady," but I'm into that. So send me your dogs. I love to look at your cute pooches. Wow, this is really hard. I am going through some waves of emotion with this miniature. 2 seconds ago, I was like, I really think this is one of my most favorite miniatures that I've done. And now I'm like, I want to die. I wish for death. This is hard. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. I'm so glad you liked the doggies I did for people. I really enjoy doing them, and like I want to have a dog so bad, and it's just not in the cards right now. But let's do on one side we'll do like yellow. No, we're gonna do like a green, like a jade green on this side, and then we'll do a blue on the other side. But yeah, the Kia commission was really great as well. Not to like toot my own horn, but our very own Magic Llama got a commission as well, and it was great. And she is also taking commissions. I actually got the idea from Helena to do commissions because I was like, that's a great idea. That is something I can do. That is something I can do. I can't donate thousands of dollars. I can donate, some dollars to things, but I can't do that. But I can do this, and I think that's what's important when all of this like activism gets to be like so much to bear. Like, I want to do something, I want to contribute in some way. How do we do that? You do what you can, and then you do more to the extent that you're able. And so I just thought it was such a good idea that she had, and so I shamelessly stole it and was like, I will also take commissions. And then you guys have just supported it in the most beautiful, wonderful way, and I just really, really appreciate that. Because it makes me feel like I have, whether you're inviting people to do it or sharing it yourselves or reposting things when you get your commissions back, like, all of that helps get the word out. And again, 100% of those commissions just goes right to the charity. So I'm not making money on the side of that at all. Which is not to be like, oh, I'm so good. It's just to say, like, just in case you're wondering, that's the case. Okay. All right. It's the base coat, Anne. Don't freak out. If it's messy, it's the base coat. You literally say that all the time. Why can't you listen to your own thinking and thoughts and feelings? Jeez Louise. Also, follower-wise, I'm just like, I haven't really been paying attention because, obviously we have giveaways at certain points, and I'm just not focusing my attention on that right now. It doesn't feel right to be like, follow, and subscribe at this time in our human history. So, it's great if you guys want to be a part of the community. I love that, and I hope that you will. But I will say that we've gotten so many more baby bards lately, and it just, like, it's so great. It's really great. I know not everybody can come to every stream. I've been trying to think about, like, whether it's better to, like, suffer the slings and arrows. No, whether it's better for me to just stream always at the same time, even if I could do it less, but do it at night, but then everybody can always come when I'm doing it, or to keep it like it is and stream at different times and do as many streams as I'm able to do during the week. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you have opinions? Am I crazy? Is this thing on? Thoughts, questions, quid pro quos? got like a little wine bottle flask at the back. Oh my god, he's so cute. He's so cute. I'm dying because he's so cute. He needs a little vino at night because he's so cute. Then he's gonna get in the fight because he's so cute. He's so cute. I guess the question is, like, should all my streams be at 7 p.m.? That's the question. Should I do 7 p.m. all the time at the times that I do it? Because I really like that, like, in the morning I wake up and I'm like, oh, it's 10. I guess Ellie might be streaming, you know? Or, you know, with Miles and Geeks for Good, you know, I know he's going to be Monday through Friday. He will be on at that time unless he is on vacation like he is right now. So maybe that's better. To just be like, I stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7. I just don't know. I just don't know. These are life's burning questions. There is somehow a tiny piece of glitter on this dog's butthole. I shit you not. And I think it's from my eye makeup, and I must have just like brushed it because it was I was using my fingers to apply the glitter. Oh, Anne, will you never learn? Yeah, no, it's just there forever. Something I can do. It's a teeny tiny piece of glitter. I feel like it's both good for your followers to tune in, but also great for your general well-being to have a set schedule. Right, well, so I have a set schedule, right? Like, I'm always on at Tuesday at 3, at 7 on Thursday, at 3 o'clock on Saturday, right? Those are the 3 main days that I stream, and then on top of that, I'll sometimes stream an extra day here and there. Glitter butt. But of course, those are all, like, 2 of those times the same, and 1 is different. Is it better if they're all 7 o'clock? Is that worse for me because I then have to finish work during the day and then work at night? Like, so I don't know. I just don't know. I'm still working through it. I don't know what to do. All right. So we are ready to move on to our washes, our first run of washes. We've completely based the miniature. Here. I don't want to experiment, Tricks. I want it to be perfect at the gate. No, I'm kidding. I feel like dog butts are always discussed when I tune in. Listen, there's always one on when you tune in, Magic Llama. That's just how it be. All right, so let's get out some stuff. Now, I have this Nuln oil, and I have really a green shade I want the Nuln oil, and I want the Drakenhof Nightshade for Shoresies. Weirdly, I don't need a lot more than that. I do need the Qualia green shade because I need the Bielton green. So as you can see, I use I've been using Reaper paints. This over here. I've been using Reaper paints, but I do really prefer the Citadel washes. So that's just my preference. I like that I don't have to work so hard to water down the Reaper paints, and then I do water down, or I use a pretty watered brush for the washes for sure. Alright, let me move some of these. Let's Violet Shadow. Okay, I'm gonna do something which is I am going to organize the paints a little bit in categories. So I have the silvers over here. And the tools back here. Jeez Louise. Oh boy. Alright, I have to move this because it's just in the way. This is not necessary. This is necessary. Ghost white, silver. Okay, so all those are here. This is here. This is primer, so it can go back in here. Where it belongs. Where the primer belongs, beach. Okay. I feel better now. I feel less cluttered and horrified. Misty gray. Is this the same? Yeah, I don't need 2 misty grays on the table. I probably don't even need a misty gray paint. But you know what? I got to because I'm stupid. And I order more than 1 paint sometimes when I don't need it. And that's a fact. Actually, I do need this. Leather white for the eyes, which we're not even going to talk about how stressed out that's going to make me on this tiny ass boy. Jesus. All right. Let's get back into it, shall we? So, one thing that can happen in these trying times is that if you use Nuln oil, it has kind of a warmer tone to it. So the Nuln oil really needs to be mixed with a tiny bit of blue wash just to make sure that it isn't awful, is the truth. So that is my plan right now. Let's go ahead and do it. So I'm going to go ahead and take just like a brush or 2 of the blue. And I do about 50-50. You can change it if you hate it. But I want to keep these cool tones. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. I cast Bless. I am blessed. Alright. Now we're going to put a wash over everything. We're going to hope that it's fine and turns out great. Now, I just put like a lot on. So, again, you want to go against the grain and use the wash other places. Like, if you don't think it was good where you put it, move it around. Like, go back and don't pick up more wash from in your palette. Pick it up off the other places. And if you put too much, dry off your brush and then use it like a sponge to just wick away the moisture from the places where you don't want it to collect. The whole idea of wash is you want it to pool a little bit in those darker recesses in the miniature. It's doing a lot of the work of the shadow for you and assisting the light in carving out the details of the miniature. So I've mixed a little bit of blue and a little bit of black in here. And for most of this, I actually use that on the silver and everything else. The only thing I'm not using it on, this is pretty rare. I don't usually wash the whole miniature in a single color, but that's kind of the miniature that we happen to have today. That I'm doing that. And then you will see more wash. It's basically be going on in layers of wash and then layers of mid-tone and highlight in between. So we'll slowly draw out the different pieces of this. Where's this baby's eyes? Oh, this poor baby. All right. Cool. Now I'm going to go in with the green wash a teeny bit on the bottle. Again, I want to be extra careful here. because I don't want to change the leather bits, but I want it to create that kind of glassy look of having the shadows. There we go. You can probably see that a little bit. Here. It's coming together. Oh, says Trix. Is that unrelated, or is that a related oh? A gasp of terror, or a gasp of, oh, yes, bitch. Or is it a gasp of, ooh, that made me think of something else. Related. A related oh. It's so shiny. Yeah. Now he's shiny all over because he's wet right now, so he's glistening like a queen. But slowly he will dry, and I will begin applying the next bits and bobs to him. So midtones are next. This is the darkest he will ever be. And so next up, I'm gonna start using this like sunset purple as the midtone. I might miss it with. I might also be kind of accidentally huffing my makeup brush cleanser. Makeup bruh. Amazing. Okay. So now this is the point in our time where we're gonna mix this kind of purple with a little bit of gray, dark. There's like a stone gray in here. There is. I found it. For the first time today, I've reached and been like, there's a stone gray, and then there was. Because it's just a little too purple, so I'm just putting a little bit of stone gray in there. And I think I'm going to try and dry brush it on. It could go horribly wrong. Just as like a little slight warning. Dry brushing is great for details, especially on a small piece, because as I was finding earlier, it's really hard to hit just the parts you want to hit because everything is so close together. For comparison, the like other miniatures in this set, just to show you the difference, right, between the miniatures I've been painting and the size of how small this dog is and why it's such a challenge. Does that make sense? Does that make sense why I'm stressed out right now? Is that helpful? So yeah, so that it really is a much smaller space than I've been dealing with typically. And maybe that's why I left all the small ones till the end, because I was like, fuck that. And this one is one of the ones that just seems to have a lot of stuff on it, stuck in the same place. Now again, dry brushing, you're gonna load up your brush, and then you're gonna wipe almost all of that off on a piece of paper. Dry paper. Now I have that here, and then I'm gonna just go ahead and, once I think there's almost nothing on it, I'm gonna start brushing against the grain of all the details. And we're suddenly gonna start having a dog face sticking out here. Now, the thing about dry brushing is that it isn't super exact. So, you have to kind of know how you're going to use it and the places that you can use it, and just accept that it's going to kind of get on some of the other places that are around it, right? Oh yeah, look at that butt. Look at that strong butt. Strong butt, strong butt. Everybody wants a strong butt. All right. So, great. So it started to pull out some of the details on the miniature. Yeah, it's very small, Tony. So it's pretty challenging. And that's one of the reasons that you kind of have to, especially on these guys, like edit down your ideas, or it's too much for the eye to even take in at once. So that's why I've been kind of hemming and hawing over color choices for things, because I don't want the eye to be so confused when it starts kind of keying in on what's happening. Now, the next thing I'm going to dry brush is the armor. I'm going to have to be really careful here, or we're going to end up with silver fucking everywhere. So, all right. The metallic pigments, you really, really, really want to make sure you get as off as possible. Get them off as possible. I'm trying to make it sexual, and it's just not really working. So we're going to move on. There we go. And now you can see that kind of brushed metal look that's taking that dark metal to a whole new level of armor. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Pupper is shine. Very good, doggo. Yes. Is shine. I'm always shocked at what a difference dry brushed, like a light dry brush silver makes on stuff. It really gets me going. But you can't put it everywhere, otherwise it stops being cool. But you got that too much, Gene, and you gotta fight it, but you can't fight it. Can't fight the moonlight. Can't fight the moonlight, no. You can't fight it. It's gonna get to your heart. Alright. Alright. So, that is going well. What is happening here on the bottom? Yeah, that looks good. Wow, I'm a genius. Dry brushing. Who knew? Okay, so, like it was my idea. We can fight evil by moonlight, however. It's true. Never running from a real fight. We are the one called Sailor Moon. She will never turn her back on her friends. She is always there to defend. She is the one on whom we can depend. She is the one called Sailor Moon. She is the one, chung chung, Sailor Moon. Wang, wang. There are so many elements of it that are just still really good. There's some of it that you're like, wow, okay, aging. It does not age well, but all the core values in that show are still excellent. And at its core, it's a show about women being excellent to each other. And I think that is a really important thing. Hashtag relatable. Okay, hold on here. All right. P.S. Magic Llama. I got an update on my camera arrival. It looks like it's going to get here on the 17th. Time to vlog. Time to vlog. Wow, I just looked at myself in the monitor and it's like, you look like a dead person. And here's the thing. Maybe I am a little dead inside. So what? I'm still going to get up and I'm going to have the audacity to come here and stream with all of you, even if I am dead inside. I am so excited. So excited. All right. So it's almost time for eyes, but not quite yet. Almost time for eyes, but not quite yet. All right, we're going to go ahead and do another layer of wash here. And see how that goes. Are you gonna vlog? I am. Hearth vlog. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of videos about like the importance of diversifying your content, and not just like as an artistic value, but like there's a lot of importance in making sure that people can get to know you and what you bring to the table, even if they can't like watch this for 5 hours. Like they can watch me talk for 5 minutes, you know. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I don't know what it's gonna be like, you guys. So don't get too excited, but maybe get a little, maybe have the audacity to get a little excited. But yes, a new camera is coming. We saw it on, when I say we, I mean Magic Llama and I saw it on one of Julian Solomita's vlogs, and I was really intrigued by it. So I read some reviews, and I was like, you know what? I want that. I want that for me to have as me. And thusly, you know what? It wasn't time for me to... I just realized why it wasn't time for me to do another wash, but I did it anyways, and we're just going to roll with it. It's probably fine. I'm not really that concerned. Just ruining this miniature one step at a time, though. One step at a time. But yeah, it's a new camera. I'm very, very excited about it. I think it'll be a lot of fun. And you'll be able to, if you go over to my YouTube page, which should be linked below. If it's not, I guess let me know. I don't know. It's probably, I don't know. All of these videos go up on YouTube anyways. But I am hoping that you guys will be able to like tune in and see some shorter format stuff from me during the week as well. We'll start out with like a once a week post promise, and then we'll go from there. But I got the new camera because it's like specifically made for vloggers with a built-in mic that is really good. And that's one of the biggest troubles with vlogging, is that everything just like sounds awful because you take your camera somewhere, you take your phone camera, and there's all this extraneous noise, and this is really good at dampening extraneous noise. There's like a one button thing that you can press and then make the whole background blur out and just focus on your face, just like immediately. So that's why I got it. Because half the issue with vlogging or like covering your own life or experiences is you can't get your camera out and set up correctly. And I thought this would be great for me to cover conventions and stuff with as well when that starts happening again. So I went in for it now because there was a pretty significant discount. And you know this girl loves a discount. Focusing on Anne's face is my favorite. I mean, what can I say? What a punum, quote unquote. What a punum. All right, now this is totally wet, and so I can't paint on it until I can't dry brush. Spoilers: you can't dry brush something that's wet. So what do I do now? I have to talk more. God, fuck. Oh, you know what? I still haven't done a little bit of highlighting on this bottle, so that's what we'll do. In this drying time, we'll highlight the bottle. That's... I didn't mean it to sound like that, but yeah, a little bit. You know, I will say, though, I stopped drinking maybe this is why things have been harder for me. No, I stopped drinking just to like make sure, because like I have alcoholism runs in my family, so and I won't get into that or anything, but I kind of trigger myself every so often when I like start drinking and then wonder like, do I need this? Do I need this right now? Like, because if I need this, then I shouldn't be doing it. And so it was starting to feel like, you know, as someone who didn't really drink that much, I was starting to drink a significant amount more than I used to, because I would only really drink socially. And now here I was at home by myself drinking, and I started freaking myself out a little bit. So I have significantly stopped. This bottle turned out real good. Goddamn. Can you guys see how good this bottle turned out? Speaking of the drink, yeah, look at that. Look at that bottle. So small. Such a sexy bottle. Ooh, bottle, you so sexy. I don't know why I'm speaking to my lamp like it's a microphone, but like a little bit. So yeah, and I won't get into it too much, just because again, I think other people are sometimes triggered by alcoholism, and I don't want to put that on you guys, but you know, it was really good to kind of like take a step back and be like, no, I am doing this for pleasure, and it doesn't define me or my life. So now I'm ready to dive back in, is what I'm saying now. But I did stop for a while, and I thought it would make me feel better, and it didn't really make me feel better or worse. It just was something I then wasn't doing. Is this an Otter light? This is a $25 shitty ring light that has something you can mount your camera, or your phone into for like, it's not good. But I use it for like this. It's not an Otter light though. I think I got it for like $25 on Amazon. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little bit of the brown dry brushing. So we had been using this. We're gonna go to the slightly lighter shade here. Or wait, no, we used Bone Shadow. Oh no, what did we do? So we're going to use this tan color, this amber gold. This could be a big mistake, but we're going to make it together. Why not? You know, that's something you never heard Bob Ross say. This could be a terrible fuck up, but let's fuck. Like, that's just not a thing he ever said. It is. Oh, thank you so much, Painting Pirate. I was just talking about you, or maybe I never actually said it, but I was thinking about how you were painting these as well. I have gotten to the point that I'm painting the very small dogs, the very, very small dogs, and it is a travesty. It is a war crime, what I have done to some of these dogs. It's very hard, is what I'm trying to intimate. How you did the wizard one, right? Cornelius? This at all. No, this is terrible. I've done something terrible. Oh no, I've done something bad. Oh no. I want to do the corgi, but the smallness is daunting. Yes, we did the corgi last week. And what I did was just to do like a basic ombre over him. Hold on, let me get this in a place where you can see it. He's so cute. I love him so much. But yeah, again, these sizes compared to this size is just like This is not the same challenge level at all. At all. It's just not. So, I salute you. I understand that it is hard. It is indeed hard to do. I'm not worrying too much about the feet because they're just going to get covered by the snow when I base the miniature. So that's fine. But maybe this is better this way. Maybe this is better. Maybe my fuck up is a happy accident and it's okay. And we're not going to freak out about it at all, even a little. It's Psy Guy. No, I am also fucking exhausted. I was talking about our piratical... Speaking of the painting pirate, we were having piratical exploits last night until like 3 a.m. pretty much. Trying to see what the end of these Athena's missions are like in Sea of Thieves. And we stuck it out and we stuck together and we were definitely rewarded for it. But at what cost? The cost of our sanity, perhaps, I think. It's probably true. Is probably true. All right. Now, there are a couple of things that need to happen. And I think one of them is that he's got to have, like, little wraps on his sword. Little, like, leather wraps on the... tang, so to speak. So I'm gonna make them blue? Question mark? I don't know. Sometimes I act like these things are Sophie's fucking choice, but they're not. It's just pick a color. Just pick a fucking color and make it that. Just go with it. Again, something else Bob Ross did not say. Just pick a fucking color. Just do it. He didn't ever say that, I don't think. Maybe not like that. Yeah, I don't know his life. Maybe he did. He definitely did in his private life. How are you, Chris? How are things this week for you? Aside from, the obvious awful. Bob Ross, uncut. The world needs angry Bob Ross. I was talking to Matt Will Jackson the other day while we were playing, and we were watching someone stream Sea of Thieves, and I was like, I don't get it. He's not very exciting to watch, this person that we were watching. And I was like, I do think he's good and informative, but, like, do I want to sit here for 3 hours and watch him play this game? I just don't know. Like, what makes someone watchable? We've had this conversation about, like, what we think makes people watchable. And he gave me some tough love that I appreciated. And he was like, not everybody wants to watch people scream when they're scared, and not everybody wants that. It's not the experience people are looking for. Some people just want to sit there and be calm. As someone with a calm demeanor has a good time. And I was like, oh, I feel called out. Oh God. So it amused me because I was like, okay, fine, yeah, that makes sense, I guess that's a cool thing for some people, sure. The other half is burrito eating. Yeah, I felt very called out by that commentary, but also, like, he's not wrong. Okay. Man, this is so small. Jeez Louise, is that small. Said, something you don't want to hear from someone you're dating. Jeez Louise, is that small. Okay. So I think... I've been really trying to avoid going in on this face, but we're going to now. I'm trying to, like, dry off my brush before I even get into the paint situation. Okay. So I will now take the Misty Gray and insert the Misty Gray into the rest of the darker paint colors. and mix them up a bit. Yeah, it's terrifying, Mom. It really is when he does that. I had such a nice... Miles and I had a phone call today to talk about some stuff that I wanted advice on, and just like some life stuff, and what we had a talk that's kind of like, what is the responsibility of content creators in our current climate? Like, what role do we play? Because I was like having, I don't think, a slightly existential crisis. It wasn't even that. I was like, hey, I have this thing I need to decide what to do about. Like, what do you think? If you were put in this position, like, without telling him the exact situation, I was like, if you were in this position, what would you do? And so we talked about it, and I was just like, man, I just appreciate having someone like Miles in my life that, like, also does this, and can give his opinion, and we don't always agree on everything, right? But it's just so helpful, because, and he's remarked on that as well, because for so long he was doing this and didn't have other friends who really were committed to doing Twitch, and so it's really helpful to have that sounding board. And I was just like, I know you're on vacation, so I promise you I won't ask you for anything regarding Twitch. It's more like social justice and like, what do I do types of questions. And he was like, okay. So even though he was on vacation, we had a quick talk as friends, and I just really appreciate that about him. Miles is not, oh my god, now there's glitter on his nose. Where did that come from? Isn't it the motion of the mini clamp that makes all the difference? It certainly is. Certainly is. Miles can go, yeah. Glitter is some kind of virus at the very least. It's also the greatest thing ever. It is my very love sprung from my very hate. So, I think that's pretty good for the front of the face. Except I do need to paint in the nose. Gotta paint in the nose. Now, what I'm gonna have to do here, I think, is a little scary, and it's to paint a white area and then put, like, the black in the center of it to create like an outline, if that makes sense. Wait. What's wrong with this eye? What's happening here? Oh, he's got like a little scar on his face. See, this is another thing that highlighting will help you with. Okay, so he's got a little scar across his eye. And so now I have to worry about that. Painting Pirate says, yeah, I feel a certain way about trying to push for affiliate now, but my thought process is that adding more voices who are willing to speak out and raise up and generally try to make things better, even in a small way, is a good thing. Oh, I agree with you. And I think ultimately, we should all try to do what we can do and then do more. Whatever we are able to do, we should do. And I chatted with some other creators who are Black, and I was like, what is it helpful for me to be doing right now? If you're willing to do the emotional labor of telling me, because I have ideas, and here they are, so you don't have to like go into everything. But I started there, and it was really helpful to hear, like, if it's your job, you should be doing your job every day. But if during your job you can advocate, and if during your job you can be thoughtful and lift other people up, that's what you need to be doing. And I was just like, you're right. You're very right. And that's what I'm going to do. So that's what I've tried to do. And that's why I'm raising money for the Bail Project on Tiltify right now, which you can see. I am taking commissions for drawings. I'm drawing black and white drawings for $35, and for $65, I'll do a full color digital painting for you. I've done people's D&D characters, Starfinder, Pathfinder, Call of Cthulhu, you name it. I've painted dogs like the characters they're named after. I've just painted dogs holding roses in their mouths, which was like so fucking wholesome. Oh, thank you so much, Shiz. I painted Shiz's wife as a monarch butterfly fairy. Like, so there are lots of things I can do. I encourage you guys to donate whatever you can. This is my last day of fundraising, I think, for them. Before I need to, again, because it is my job, start bringing in money for the giveaway stuff again. But yeah, I've so appreciated everyone's support, and there are other things I will continue to do after this particular fundraiser is over to make sure that we are fighting systemic injustice as bards and doing our best to cast inspiration on the rest of the world. That is the goal. That is the way to be. So yeah. All right. Let's. Oh, you know what? I didn't dry brush his butt. I gotta dry brush the butt. Why wouldn't I do that? Gotta dry brush the butt. A small black and white picture? Yeah, I can absolutely do that for you. Surprise, I could do that for you. And also, if you want to, like, just donate, you can donate at any amount. It's just those are the tiers for getting a commission back. You can donate whatever amount you're able. Oh, yeah, the little butt. Little butt, boy. Yeah, I'm sorry if I wasn't specific. Yeah. Not everybody can do $35.65, you know. And not everybody has donated the full amount. They've just been able to donate. Again, you do what you can when you can. And that's how we do. All right. I'm gonna try and paint on the eyes, guys. Oh my god. I'm stressed. Or maybe I'll do one more layer of wash so I can avoid ever having to do that. Is that what we're doing now? All right. So you want to really get, it's hard because I'm using the same thing I like to wash things of this size is the same thing I like to dry brush with. So that's kind of a problem, and that's one of the reasons this is taking a little bit longer, is because I'm really trying to not muddy up the creature, as it were. And again, I'm doing a 1-to-1 ratio of Nuln oil to, what is it? The blue one? The Blue Wash Drakenhof Nightshade. UPS has stalled my new job shipment, so I'm just like squeezing pennies. Oh my gosh. That's really rough. I'm so sorry. I hear that. I feel like I need another light coming from this direction because there's just like a lot of harsh light on the miniature, so I feel like maybe that's something I can do to improve this in the future for you guys. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and I guess use a pink color to oh my goodness, excuse me. Paint the scar across the eye. I've got this Brains Pink, which is like the worst name for anything. Brains Pink, yeah. Hey, we just got another donation. Hold on. Let me pull up Tiltify. I have to know. I must know more. We just got another donation. Wait, hold on. Hold on a second. Wait. Hold on a second. Wait, this can't be right. Hold on. Wait. Let me tell you to hold on and wait one more time. Hold on. Hold on. Oh my god. Oh my god. Analog Amber. Good lord. Okay, well, Analog Amber has gotten us to our goal today of $750 raised for the Bail Project. Good lord. Thank you. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you for your willingness to support people who need it, to everyone who's donated. This is just insane. Thank you. I'm trying not to cry because it's not about me. But I'm just very moved by everybody's, again, I was like, maybe we can raise, maybe we can raise $200, and so to see that we've raised this much is just like crazy to me. So thank you for that, and thank you for supporting this channel and supporting other people in the channel and beyond. It's just it means everything to me. It really does. And knowing that like all of our hearts and our heads are pulling in the same direction. That's something Miles and I were talking about this morning during our conversation. It's just like we all got to pull in the same direction. So the fact that I can do that with you guys and be supported by you guys as we do that is just so it just means a lot. So thank you to everybody who donated. Thank you to everybody who tweeted about it, who retweeted, who liked the images. I'm gonna have to do a lot of drawing for Analog Amber, so we'll figure out what that is, and we'll have plenty to do during our drawing streams when I do that. I have plenty to fill in the blanks of. Amazing. The link is still open for anybody else who wants to donate. It's not like we've made it and now you can't donate. You can still donate if you would like to. But we met our goal for the week, which has gone up and up and up every single time we do this because everybody is insane. And I just appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, don't forget about that. Don't worry. I'll follow up with you. I have your email and all that stuff. I did not get that group to double the donation. I never heard back from Glass Cannon was doubling donations up to a certain amount. And so yeah, they never responded to me, which it probably just means they were busy or ran out of the funds that they had allocated towards it by the time they saw mine. Totally possible. All right. I don't know how to live life anymore. I guess I have to finish painting this fucking dog. Okay. Let's take this brains pick. Let's focus on the things we can do in the time that we have, like putting pink paint on a palette. I can't believe $750 is even in the realm. Again, I was like, we'll make 200, maybe. And bam, we did it. And then I was like, okay, great. We'll make 500. Can we do 500? Or no, I think I said 400 and then 500. Then we got to 500 and I was like, well, I don't even know anymore. And everyone's like, well, what do you do if we get 1,000? And I was like, well, I guess I could still do stuff. Hey, Guz, what's up? We're discussing the fact that we just hit our donation goal, Guz. It's crazy. Everything's nuts. We've raised $750 for the Bail Project, which is crazy. Yeah, if we get to 1,000, which is it's insane at this point. I don't know that it'll happen, right? But if we raise $1,000, I will do a makeup tutorial video here on Twitch, and let you guys decide like what the theme is. Like I'll do some votes on Twitter, and it'll be like, do you want character makeup? Do you want drag? Do you want drag character? Like you guys can chat with each other about what you want, and then Starfound theme. Yeah, I could do like Starfound theme makeup. Yeah. Yes, and also Shiz should take credit because they came up with it. But yeah, I do that right here on the Twitch for you guys. I'm watching Doing My Face right now, says Trix. It's true. So yeah, so that's a fucking thing. So yeah, it's a thing. If we somehow get there, then absolutely that is still on the table for $1,000. Jeez Louise, you guys. 750 smackers, as they say in the musical Annie. That's the one. That's the terminology that just gives me a good giggle right there. All right. Okay. God, this miniature is teeny tiny. Such a small boy. Okay, then we're gonna go in and just dot on just some rivets here. I feel like we're almost done, but that it always feels weird to say we're almost done on these things because they're so small, so they don't take as long as the big ones. But if for some reason I finish super early, we can like play maybe we can play a game of something together. And by that I mean we could do Jackbox or something for the last hour. So this is the key point, right? Because if you put stuff everywhere, then it stops mattering. So that's where you're too much, Gene. You really got to watch out for it because it will ruin the miniature. So I'm just trying to just simply touch a little bright silver onto the corners of things or onto the edges in the center to make the highlight shine through. Here in the middle. Oh no, 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 I just fucked something up. Oh no, oh no. Oh boy, alright. I got this, I got this. Oh, Guz. It's okay. I have a plastic tote of Warhammer 40k orcs that I really should get paint or sell. Yeah, that's the key, right? Is like I've said like I can't buy more until I start painting through, which is what because these dogs are just sitting there for almost a full year, and I was like, I want to paint these dogs. Am I just afraid that I'm gonna fuck them up? Like, what is the deal? And I still have, man, when you fuck up and you really find a way to do it, that is so stupid. All right, let's see. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you find it relaxing. That is always my goal, is to put stuff out there that makes you guys feel good. way too full of paint. Way too full of paint. All right, now we're back to the face. I've been avoiding it this whole time. Yeah. Have you guys been able to actually, I guess I keep saying that I'm trying to do it, but let me know, see if this is my sweaty hand laugh time. It's true, it's true. Do you guys, has it been easier to see the miniature this time than in the past? Because I've been really trying to work on that. But if anybody has ideas, I really am trying to make it better for you guys as much as I can. Yes, but you're watching from your phone? That's still good. So again, the fact that you just touch that little bit in the center, I think makes a big difference to like the illusion of shine. Especially on such a small piece. So here you can see I'm just putting it just in the center of the pauldron. Not everywhere, just in the center. Everybody can paint, guys. It's just how much time you want to put into it. Oh my goodness. I'm still kind of like reeling from the fact that we made our goal. I don't know what to do anymore. I just guess I need to stop. I guess I need to stop wondering if we'll be able to do things. I should just be like, yeah, we're gonna do it. But we'll do it. It's fine. All art is a learned skill. Yeah, it's true. And just like I was showing you guys the difference in my paintings from like, 2 or 3 weeks ago to now, when it comes to the digital stuff, like all of that, learned skill. Not something I was naturally good at. It was something I was naturally interested in, like, which is a totally different thing. All right. So now what I'm doing to get in these teeny tiny little eyes, you know what I never did? I never ever did the scar. So let's do that first. Let's never paint these eyeballs. That's the plan, everybody. All right. So I have this little pink stuff. And what I'm going to do, oh my God, is kind of drag it against this little ridge that's here. Again, it's like you want to get the paint all through the center, but you don't want to go into these teeny tiny details with so much of the brush loaded up. Okay, so there's his little scar. And then we gotta put on the eyeballs. Then we just gotta put on eyeballs. It's fine. Everything is fine. Nothing is bad. Oh, God. I actually have to move this up close to my face for this part. There we go. All right. So you can see I just put little white dots in the eyes, which gives him a little bit more oomph to him. And now I'm gonna try and put teeny tiny little, even smaller black dots in the eyeballs. So that'll be fine, right? It's fine. It's fine. It's gonna be great. We're not gonna ruin it. We're not gonna ruin it. Not today. Oh! Yeah, the first step is just breathe out your anxiety on any kind of breath. The one I did, for example, works. It's great. Eyes are the bane of every painter's existence. Don't let anybody tell you any differently. I saw somebody in the Critical Minis group post a painting where the eyes were so defined that I was like, actually go fuck yourself. I was like, go away. Go home and go away. All right, hold on. I gotta pull this up here. Okay, okay. Okay. I might actually be okay here. I might need, oh god, and don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up, Anne. Just take a deep breath. Everything is fine. It's actually going well, which always means it's about to go horribly. Okay. We're doing it. We're doing it. At some point, I need to finish. Okay, yeah, the Molly miniature can actually shut the fuck up because I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I don't think there's a way, Chris, that I end up doing that and actually like am satisfied with it. I just don't think that that's a way that things turn out in that scenario. Like I will try, you know. But I've already sort of accepted defeat, which I think is gonna free me to suck a little bit. And honestly, that's why I started painting the dogs before I finished out, because I did Yasha, right? And I think my Yasha turned out really well. But okay, hold on. Okay. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Okay, I think it's pretty good. For something this small, I'm gonna call it satisfied. So, okay, so you can see now here, he's got his little like scar and his little side eye. What we do need to do is the little nose, so that's up next. So we're all just gonna like calm down. We're gonna chill out. Everything's gonna be fine. Okay. When the nose is as small as the eyeball, that's when you get to like really freak out. Well, I fucked up a little. I fucked up. It's okay. know why. Okay. Alright, so what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna put a little bit of... I'm just gonna go for it. I had an idea and we're gonna go for it. We're not gonna think too hard about it. We're just gonna go for it. Thank you so much for digging that scar. Yeah, I saw the scar in the stuff when I started dry brushing, and I was like, oh, he's got a little scar. He's a little scarred baby because he's a fighter. He doesn't tolerate systematic oppression. So he's just like, fuck you. Yeah, the CR set is, it's right over here somewhere. It's right down there. One of them is right down there. And I'm really excited about it. I gotta get myself to a place where I can... This is fine. Because I'm just going to put a little bit of wash on it. And then we're going to pretend that it's still okay. Alright, I gotta wait for that to dry. Now when you're... The key here is when you start working in the really small areas, right? When you start working in those tiny areas, you really have to be careful about letting it dry or the paint will just get everywhere. See ya, Tony! Thanks so much for coming by! Enjoy your dinner. I gotta get dinner, too, at some point. Oh, boy. Bob Ross. I might be paraphrasing. It's fine. The bottle is looking good. Thank you so much. Yeah, the bottle I think is pretty much done. I'm not gonna do too much more to that. I guess I could technically do some little dots of white on it, but no, I think the bottle is fine. I think the other bottle needs a little bit of work though, so maybe I'll work on that while I wait for hell to freeze over. No, everything's fine. I'm sorry. I try to stay pretty positive on this channel. I try to be honest with you guys about where I am, but I mean, mentally right now, I think we're all in a place, to say the least. Yeah, I'm not good at patience. Yeah, knowing when it's done, oh fuck, man, like, Jesus. It's even harder for these guys because you gotta, like, really make your choices as to, like, what you're gonna put a lot of work into. Like, here, I put some work into face, but your eye can't truly contain all of these things, so... Oh no. It's fine. It's fine. All right. Now, I'm just going to use some wash. So I use wash kind of non-traditionally in these situations where I kind of use it to, like, carve out certain features as painting directly on them. I do that to create, like, fur effects, or have done that to create fur effects on the dogs that are either smaller and don't have... But I'm being very careful here because I painted those eyes and I don't want to fuck them up. There we go. Now he just looks like he's like, "Mm," which I'm okay with. What do you think, guys? I think he's pretty much done. I think it's time to base. It's time to base. Base, 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 base. What do you think this needs a little bit of? There. There we go. All right. Whew. All right. We gotta stop. I think the key here, one of the struggles that I had on this miniature, and that I think others might if you are doing these, is that making these small ones dark makes an even bigger challenge for yourself, because now you have to make all these features stick out, and it's also harder for the wash to like be seen doing its work on darker things. So I wanted to make, I happen to have known a very small black French bulldog that I really, really liked, and so I was like, I'm gonna make it that dog. And so I created kind of even more of an issue for myself. So I would recommend, I'm not saying it was a mistake, I'm just saying that like if you're not looking at it in person, it's not as like impressive. I'm not making excuses for my work, I'm just making suggestions that you might want to go with a more tan like or like white French bulldog color if you wanted to do this yourself, because you might see a little bit more of the features, and I'm kind of just assessing that now that I've finished it. But I still really like him. I still think he's cute, and I'm into it. And I'm into it. I'm into it. Good Lord. All right. So now what we have to do is add the snow to the base of the miniature. So I'm going to clean off my brushes. Make a target dog. White and red bullseye. That is so cute. That would have been really cute. Why didn't I do that? God damn it, Mom. No. I didn't know. I didn't know. Oh, no. All right. So let's get going here. Let's pull the white out here. You got it? This is Valhalla Blizzard. This is what I use to base stuff with snow primarily. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Is this dried out? No, it's not. It's not. I got really scared. I was like, no. Now, is it true that I've done some of these in snow and some of these in grass? It is. The grass, I got really tired of. Just got tired of it. And I like wintry scenes. So, that's what's happening. Now here you gotta, it's a really good idea for you to kind of take what you add and just push it to the center. Because especially with the lack of space between the dog's like armor and everything, it's just really hard to get under there. So it's good to just kind of push everything to the center first. So just wipe it off on the sides and then carefully be like, just scalpel the snow in there. And it doesn't have to be like a perfect level. Like snow comes in mounds. It's not perfect. It just needs, you need to get it in there or it'll look weird if you don't. Get it in there or it'll look weird if you don't. Quote unquote, Ann Richmond 2020. This is your favorite part? I didn't know that. Maybe just because it comes together and it's also satisfying to like see something get finished, I guess. It's also the part you're here for Guz. I think it's satisfying. I think there's a reason why these streams have less people during the very beginning of the stream and gain more people as they go, because people like to see stuff come together, and that's just kind of how it is. And it's to the point where I've thought of like maybe on my own, if I have time, like starting a miniature and getting it to the point where it could just have detailing done. But then I really like, you know, for those of you that do come early and get to have some fudge muffin and get to have some say in like the colorations and, you know, all the other stuff, like I like that, and I wouldn't want to lose that for those of you that come for that part and enjoy it. If this does not make you laugh, nothing else will. Netflix's Space Mark got the trademark for Space Force before the U.S. government. Amazing! Our country is a sham. Everything is bad here. But that is pretty great. Did you guys watch that show? I watched it, and I really liked it. Now, I know it might not be for everybody. I've always really liked Steve Carell. Some people are like, I can't watch Steve Carell. No matter what I do, I just can't do it. I've just always really enjoyed him. So I get it that he might not be for everybody, but for me, he's just a really good actor. And I find him hilarious. Especially when he plays like a dad that's just trying to do okay. That always just amuses me a lot. Look at this poor little Frenchie who's stuck in the snow. I feel so bad for him. He's so small. Easy little small boy. He is weirdly hot. Oh my god, Trix. Wait, we're going to talk about this at D&D later. I'm going to be like, there's a new NPC, and he looks like Steve Carell. He's weirdly hot. It's so weird. It's so weird. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. What can I say? All right, so here we go. I think this is done. Let me get him in a... All right, so here we go. Let me get him... What do you think, guys? Woo! Look at this baby. Look at that butt. Look how strong that butt is. God damn, girl. God damn. This is the kind of lap bulldog that I want. I love French bulldogs. They're so cute. They're so scrappy. Such scrap. Much E. Alright. Well, we actually did pretty much stream till 6, so I thought we were going to get done early, but then somehow we streamed for an additional hour and I didn't even know the time went by. So, like, that's a whole other thing. Yeah, what is his name, everybody? Let's name him or her. It can be whatever. Look at this French bulldog. He's like, I don't have time for your racist shit. I'm gonna fight you. Steve? Since, well, he's weirdly hot. Steve! Coffee bean. Cute. Alright. There's a lot of Steve. There's a lot of Steve going on here in the chat. Amazing. Richard. Okay. Well, I don't think we can do both. Here. Alright. I'm gonna put a vote up in chat. Let me see if I can get it going here. Carell. We could just call him Carell or Carlos. Oh my god. Manage poll. Alright, new poll. Name this dog. Hold on, I gotta move over here, so it's gonna be weird for a second. Name this dog. Steve Carell Richard Coffee. Alright. Start poll. Okay. Hover your mouse over the chat, and you should see the poll to vote in it. General Mark Naird. Amazing. Steve. Oh my god. You guys are devolving into chaos. Chaos, I say. People are voting. People are voting. We've only got 2 votes so far, so if you want your voice to be heard in this... Oh my god, it's a fucking fight here to the end. Steve versus Coffee Bean. Can someone else vote? If not, I'm gonna roll a die. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it's Steve versus Coffee Bean. Both excellent. Alright, now that we know that those are the choices... what do you want me to do? Hold a final vote for the Steve Coffee Bean? Or should it be like Steve Coffee Bean, like Steve quotations coffee, or Steve Bean? Steve Bean is pretty good. He is a bean. Steve Bean. Coffee Bean Steve. Amazing. Coffee Bean Steve. I mean, we'll call him Bean for short. He will fight you. And fight oppression. Alright. Well, guys, I think thusly he was born Coffee Bean Steve. Yeah, CBS. The old CBS. It's true. It's true. I think that's what we're going to have to go with. Guys, this has been so great. I really appreciate you guys coming to hang out today. We're going to go ahead and raid Black Girl Gamers today. She has been doing a lot of awesome Animal Crossing stuff, and since we've been having a chill stream, I thought you might like to go and raid her chill stream. So I'm going to start this raid off. Please join in, and we will... Oh, did it not? It didn't happen. Okay. Okay, hold on. Maybe she went offline? No? Weird. Hold on. It's not letting me raid someone. Guys, be patient for a second, because I do really want to raid her. Because she's very fun. Okay, great. So, we can't. Literally cannot raid something. Let's see if I can try to raid somebody else. Weird. Let's see. That's so weird. Okay. So, weirdly, it's letting me, raid Scraticus, but not raid, Black Girl Gamer, and I don't know why. But let's go ahead and raid Scraticus here, and get ourselves going. It's so great to see you guys. Have a great rest of your day. I will see you on Thursday for our Alien one-shot featuring Ellie DiLorenzo. Please come on back and hang with us then. See you guys. Bye!